if you had to give a minimal timeline to, and everybody's so different and how they progress through the rehab is different and how they move, of this is when you're going to return to the field, like what's your minimum? It is no earlier than this for a high school kid.
Absolutely no earlier than 9 months. Yeah. But more and more research is coming out on this being like, again, ACL tears are so common. I read so many. That's probably like the thing I look at journal articles on a weekly basis of. And so many more studies come out just kind of saying, even in professional athletes who have literally like PT, strength and conditioning every single day of the week at 9 months, there's still differences in how they move compared to someone who has not torn their ACL. Like not just quantitative data, but qualitative data. And it's like, okay, if they still, as a professional athlete, cannot be moving correctly at 9 months, like, should our high school athletes really be doing this? So it is hard, though, because as a PT, I'm usually going against the doctor on this one because most doctors in this area are still stuck on the 6-month train. And then I have to be like, I bust out articles, though. I try to blame. I'm like, here, look at this. Look at this. Don't blame me. And, I'll pull out articles. But, I mean, there was one article printed a couple of years ago, and I have it sitting on my desk because it's usually my high school mals specifically that I have to be like, just look at the title of this. And it's basically like for every month prior that you return to sport prior to the 9-month mark, your odds of re-tearing increase 7-fold. Like 7-fold.
Yeah, it's like, think about crazy. That. Do you want to feel this way again and go through this again? It's like not a chance.
And you put so much time and effort into that rehab phase to, and I've had, again, I would love to sit here and be like, I've never had an ACL re-tear, but I've definitely had ACLs re-tear. And I can tell you what eats at you more is when you are telling the person like, okay, I understand you're passing all return sport testing. You're doing great, yada, 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 but you're only at this time frame. And they choose to listen to the doctor or listen to the coach and kind of say, well, it's not going to happen to me. And then it does. We don't see it a lot, but in my 11 years of practice, have I had then someone, and a re-tear, this is interesting too to know, a re-tear in our world is considered tearing the same side again or the opposite side. Statistically speaking, they just roll it all into one.